Raising your game starts with raising your standards. Raising your standards starts with raising your environment. And raising your environment starts with a decision to make it so.
If you are chasing down your dreams, then your goals will change so many times over the next 10 years.
You need people in your life to hold you accountable because you will never push yourself as hard as you can go.
Want a sword? Get a mentor. Hey, this is Nina Carmichael, and this channel is created to help you overcome the #1 challenge that is holding you back, a lack of belief in yourself. You watch these videos because you know there's something greater inside you as well. You have Michael Jordan level talent at something. So today, let's learn from one of the best, my husband Evan Carmichael, in how to move your life and business forward. Mentor me, my husband Evan. Okay, let's kick it off with rule #1. Chase the hell yes decisions.
You spend too much time focused on the small decisions that don't actually move your business forward instead of focusing on the ones that you actually get pumped for. So I look at my business, I look at my YouTube channel. My goal right now is I want to get 10 million subscribers on my main YouTube channel. I'm excited, I'm pumped, let's go do it. I'm chasing it down, and I've got a list of ideas, a giant list of ideas. And as people watch my videos and I talk to my friends about it, they give me more ideas. And the list just keeps building. Is this something that you can resonate with? That list of ideas just keeps growing and growing and growing. I keep it in Evernote. I don't know where you write down your ideas. The problem is most of those ideas, they could be fantastic strategic ideas that just makes total logical sense to do those things. But I look at them and they're like, yeah, okay, yeah, meh, it's okay. Yeah, that's good. We should do that. Yeah. If you're not emotionally attached to it, you won't have massive success doing it. It has to be a hell yes. And so when my tour came along, the idea of doing a 23 city, 90-day tour, I don't have time for it. Logically, it makes no sense. I don't have time to do this. It's crazy. Look at this giant list of ideas I have to do. Hell yes, I want to do that. And off we go. 23 cities, 90 days. I just got back. Hey, back in my entrepreneur land setting here. For those of you who are OG from my channel, you have to chase the hell yes decisions and stop getting stuck in the meh and okay land. So I'm going to give you a 3-step process to do it. Step #1, commit to using hell yes as your filter. That you want to stop taking on the meh and the okay and the yeah, sure, and like, yeah, we should do that. But if I don't love it, if it's not a hell yes, if it doesn't get you excited, you don't want to do it. If the person you're hiring on doesn't get you excited, no. If that idea that you want to go chase down doesn't get you excited, no. If it's not a hell yes, it's a no. It's not a hell yes or a hell no. The enemy of hell yes is the meh and okay. Hell yes becomes your filter for all of your important decisions from now on going forward. Step #2 is audit your current schedule. Now take a look at your calendar. Your success is a series of habits, right? Success isn't just reaching some financial goal. Success is what you consistently do. It's your habits. So show me your habits. Go look at your calendar, pull it up, see what's happening for the next week, and see how many of these things that you're doing, your habits, are hell yes habits. For me, making YouTube videos, hell yes. I'm pumped to make YouTube videos. For me, mentoring my team, hell yes. I'm pumped to go mentor my team. Look at your calendar. How many of the activities are hell yes activities for you? And which ones are just meh and okay? And how can you swap out as many of those and replace them with hell yes actions? And step #3 is score your list of ideas. Look at your list of ideas. You have this list of ideas that you want to do, these genius ideas that are all waiting for someone to get started on. Which ones actually get you pumped up? Which one is a hell yes kind of idea? And often it's the one that makes the least sense. Practically, it makes the least sense. That's why it's still on that list instead of you actually going off and doing it. Because if it was a hell yes emotionally and it made sense practically, you'd be doing it right now. The problem is it's hell yes emotionally, but it makes no practical sense yet. And so the path through is to take that first 2% just to go off and start doing it. Take one of those ideas that practically doesn't make a lot of sense, but is a hell yes, I can't wait to get started on it, and do something on that idea sometime this week.
Rule #2, surround yourself with success.
Raising your game starts with raising your standards. Raising your standards starts with raising your environment. And raising your environment starts with a decision to make it so. I just finished my 3-day workshop here in Toronto where I teach people how to become thought leaders and transform them so they can take the ideas that they have here in their head and blow it out to the world, start building a business, making money, having an impact. And I was super fortunate to have 2 people there at the workshop who I've known for a decade plus. Friends of mine who I've known for a long time. Typically it's people who fly in from around the world, but I was really grateful to have these 2 people here. And it was a really interesting conversation that came out of it. From both of them, and then that led to my wife and other people who I've known, said, over the last 2 years, Evan, you've really turned it up a notch. You seem to have accessed a different level. And I wanna know how I can access that too. I know I felt it too. I mean, it's great hearing it from these people who've known me, but I know I felt it too. And maybe you guys have felt it too. If you watch back my videos that are 2, 3, 5 years old, you've seen a shift. I'm still talking about believe. A lot of the messaging is exactly the same, but the confidence, the standards, the expectations have gone up in the videos. I've gotten better. I care more. Now, how did that happen? I'm not some magical unicorn creature. You can do it too. It happened because I chose to continue to surround myself with excellence. With the videos, I make my videos for me. The top 10s, the mentor me's, this series, I make it for me. Because I want to be around excellence every day. And here's what happens when you're around people who are pushing the limits and doing amazing things every day. Slowly it seeps into you. It doesn't happen on a daily basis, but it's a cumulative effect. Where if you're around Steve Jobs and A.P. Giannini and my parents and Howard Schultz and Kanye West, if you're around them every day, if they're talking in your ear every day, if you're watching the top 10s and mentor me's every day, you're around it. Slowly, it's going to seep into you. The more you're around success, the more that success mindset will seep into you. It just will. And what that does is change your perspective and gives you more confidence and gives you more courage. And that made me step up. That made me go and do things that otherwise I would have been scared to do. That made me go and do this crazy tour of 90 days, 23 cities. When I broke my neck and then kept going on the tour. All of these things that seemed impossible to me at the time, that then I said, I'm gonna do it. The thing that gave me the strength and courage to do it is all of the content that I've been consuming. It's the people I've surrounded myself with who've had success that make me want to be more successful myself.
Also, if you want to have more motivation and confidence, check out the 254 in the description below.
And you have an overview of what your book is all about, and you write into them. There's usually a general email address so you can connect with them.
You can use rejection as fuel to help you go off and do something bigger and motivation to, I'm going to prove them wrong.
Surround yourself with greatness. If you want to be more confident, you need to surround yourself with things that make you feel confident.
Rule number 3, align your goals with your dream.
This is why I think 10-year plans are almost useless. Because if you are chasing down your dreams, then your goals will change so many times over the next 10 years. Think back to who you were 10 years ago. Take today's date and imagine yourself 10 years ago. Could the person who you were 10 years ago accurately predict what a great life would be for you right now, today, 10 years later? If you've had any kind of growth over the past 10 years, then it's a no. It's a no way. You've grown so much that the person 5 years ago, 2 years ago, let alone 10 years ago, has no idea of what you're capable of. And so the danger of creating these 10-year goals for yourself is you can hit your 10-year goals. You can have a goal and hit it in 10 years. I just think that it's small compared to what you could do. Because if looking back 10 years, the 10-year younger version of you could not actually predict what would make you happy right now, then what makes you think that you right now can create a great plan for you looking forward 10 years? You can't, and that's the best. Now, I don't think goals are useless. I think goals are great. I think goals are a stepping stone along the path of your dream. You have to just make sure that your goals constantly align with your dream.
Rule number 4, hold yourself accountable.
You need people in your life to hold you accountable because you will never push yourself as hard as you can go. You get a personal trainer not because of what exercises you should do. You can look that up online. The real value of a trainer is to have somebody right there in front of you, in your face, telling you to do 3 more reps of that exercise when you want to quit. when you're gonna tap out, and if you were by yourself, you'd say, I'm done, and they say, give me 3 more, because all of the growth happens in that last set. If there's nobody around you to hold you to a higher standard, you'll always know that there's another level, but you'll be too afraid to reach for it yourself. So let's use me as an example. I want to solve the world's biggest problem. I don't think people believe in themselves enough. It's why I created this channel and all the other ones I have, and the books and the speaking and everything I do. I want to go out and do this impossible thing that's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna solve the world's biggest problem, and yet I wake up every day and I try to do it. And I use a combination of what I call aspirational mentors, which are people like Steve Jobs and Elon Musk and the people that I profile on this channel. And then I also do it from people who challenge me one-on-one. If you watch my Entrepreneur Advice channel, I get pushed every week by my agent Steve, by psychologists in Australia, by people who are coaching me on how to get better. And they push me and they tell me I need to do more. And they tell me I'm being an idiot in these areas. And like, go, this is the homework. And the more uncomfortable I feel during that process, usually the better the advice is. If I think about the tour that I launched last year, and now the tour that I'm doing this year, it started as a free tour and became a paid tour when my agent Steve pushed me to do it. Like, you need to charge for this. And immediately my heart's booming. Boom, 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 boom. I'm scared. It means I have to do it. Having people around you who can push you to do the things that you need to do, who make you nervous, who make you scared, who see your blind spots, who cut through your BS, who tell you that's just fear talking, because we'll come up with really logical reasons why we can't do something. Or aspirational mentors who, when you see how they react to things, how they see things, how they understand the world, and then you look at what you're doing, it forces you to be pulled up. It forces you to take the next step up on the staircase. You need to do it because your environment's been perfectly designed to keep you where you are. Your friends, your family, all of it. It's keeping you exactly where you are. And the difference between where you are now and where you want to be and where you can be in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years is going to be the people you have around you and how much they're willing to push you, to believe in you, to tell you what you may not want to hear, but you need to hear to grow, to challenge yourself and get to the next level.
Rule number 5, the last one before a very special bonus clip, take immediate action.
As soon as you get that idea, while you're feeling bold, while you're feeling inspired to go off and take some kind of action, I call it the 2% difference. Don't worry about trying to get to 100%. Don't worry about planning and strategizing and figuring it out and thinking. That's what most of us do. You get an idea, you think, you start thinking, right? You plan. How do I get to that 100%? No, you've lost because you're going to wake up tomorrow a different person because you're going to go home today, plan, and wake up tomorrow a different person and then not take action because you're scared. Because your brain will start talking you down from that crazy big idea. Your brain will talk you down from going off and living your truth. That's what's going to happen. That's what always happens. And so while you're feeling the energy and the momentum, you got to take some action. Instead of planning how to get to 100% of the way, you take action immediately on getting 2% of the way. 2%, the 2% difference. Go from 0 to 2%. If you can't take immediate momentum to getting 2% of the way, you will never get to 100%. You have an idea to make a YouTube channel. Great, go make a video right now, today. ASAP, the 2% difference. Make your first video right now with your cell phone. What most people will do is start researching, right? What am I going to talk about? What am I going to wear? What's my hair going to look like? What camera do I need to get? What phone do I need to get, right? What's my lighting going to be? What microphone? Think, and then never do. Because you're a perfectionist. You're going to perfect your way out of ever living your truth. The beginning is messy. It's supposed to be messy. Go off and get your 2% difference towards finding and living your truth. Quick example, my story. I'm here in Albuquerque, New Mexico right now. I was walking down a beautiful summer day last year, and I decided that I was going to take Nina to every city in North America with 1 million+ people. Every city in North America, 1 million+ people. That was my decision. Great. What's my first step? Action. The 2% difference. So it's not, here's what most people do. It's not go home and research how many cities there are. It's not go home and make a plan for how we're going to do this. There's lots of reasons why it's not going to work. Nina still had a full-time job. I had no idea how many cities there were. I had no idea what the next step was going to be. Just do something. Immediate action. And so I thought right away, 5 seconds later, here's my goal. Great. 5 seconds later, this weekend, let's hit one city. Boston. Nina had never been to Boston, so I thought Boston was the closest city to Toronto. It wasn't. Pittsburgh actually was. And on my tour, the people in Pittsburgh told me, they let me know that Pittsburgh is closer. but it doesn't matter. This weekend, we're gonna go to Boston. It was a Wednesday that I decided, and on Friday night, we were leaving for Boston. Boom, I hit 2%. There's 50 cities, we're gonna hit one this weekend. We're gonna get 2% of the way done. On the way back from Boston, we decided to do this tour that I'm on right now. And now we're gonna hit 50% of the cities on my list. Momentum. That's the thing that's missing, momentum, because you're trying to be perfect. You're trying to fully understand your truth, but you can't think your way through your truth. You have to experience it and feel it. And the starting point is a 2% difference. So take whatever idea that you have and train yourself. I want to burn this into your nervous system. This is one of the most important things you can do of all time. As soon as you get an idea, action, idea, action, idea, action. The more you can shortcut that window, instead of taking a week to take action or a day to take action, immediate, 5 seconds, idea, boom, some kind of 2% action, and expect it not to be perfect, expect it not to be the best plan. My plan was wrong, right? Pittsburgh was closer. In my head, I thought it was Boston. We went down the wrong path, but the momentum is what matters. And now we're 50% of the way. And now I'm gonna close that gap and get the rest of it, the 2% difference.
Now I have a very special bonus clip I think you can enjoy. But before that, it's time for the 3 important landing questions. Time to go from watching the video to taking action. Here we go. Question number 1. What's the one immediate action that you need to do right now? Number 2. Where do you need to hold yourself more accountable? And number 3. How do you align your goal with your dream? And if you made it this far in this video and you're still watching, we want to celebrate with you. Give me a hashtag believe in the comment below.
Most people don't concentrate long enough on achieving their goals, so what happens? You don't achieve your goals. If you're focused on something and you do it every day consistently, you will eventually get results. But if you're constantly jumping from one thing to another, from one idea to another, from one activity to another, then you'll never actually accomplish what you're capable of. The problem isn't lack of creativity or ideas or genius, it's a lack of concentration. And if that's you, I want to fix it in this video today. So let's take a quick look at my YouTube journey. I started on YouTube over 10 years ago. It's crazy that it's been that long. And I wasn't very good when I started. Go back and watch my first videos. They're all still up there. I haven't deleted them. You can go back and watch every single one of them and see how much I sucked. I'm an introvert. This is not natural for me. It took a lot of concentration, a lot of focused effort, and 6,000 plus videos later, here I am. Why? Because I just kept going. Because I kept focused on my mission, on my objective. It took me 350 videos until I wasn't completely embarrassed by myself. 350 videos. I had to have my sister come into the room with the camera, focus on me, press record, and then leave because I couldn't film with her in the room. And that's my sister. How is this guy gonna be a YouTuber and be on stage and give speeches and be a thought leader and deliver presentations if you can't even do a simple video with your sister in the room? Concentration, focused effort. That's the key. It's been every single day we've been uploading videos. We've done 3+ videos a day for the past 5 years. Every single day. I've been sick, videos went up. I broke my neck in 2 spots, had a concussion, videos going up. I lost my voice, videos going up. All the time. Every single day for the past 5+ years, it's been at least 3 videos across my main channel now, my multiple channels. Concentration. I'm not very good at this. The point of all this isn't to brag or say, look at me. It's saying that I suck. That if I could do it, so can you. The difference is, I think a lot of you guys are way more talented than I am. I look at Alex, for example, who works for me at TDS. He's just so much more naturally gifted in front of the camera. He's funny, he's charismatic, a lot of the stuff that I'm not, and I've been slowly grinding away, getting better in front of the camera. So I think a lot of you guys are actually better than me, or better than what I was. And if you just kept going, if you just kept working on it, you would improve and you would have the results you're after. You're just not patient enough. You're not concentrating enough. You're not putting in the work every single day. This great story comes to mind that is great and sad at the same time. I was meeting a friend in Orlando, another influencer, 6 years ago or so. And we met up and he said, I'm gonna be the next Gary Vee. Like, okay, great. I love it. Pumped. Like, let's go. I'm just starting my YouTube career, really starting to take off, and he wants to be his thing, and he's going to be the next influencer. I love it. And then he posted something about a year ago or so, and he said, 5 years ago I met Evan at this place in Starbucks in Orlando, and I told him I was going to be the next Gary Vee, and he was on his career to build his YouTube channel. And fast forward now, and Evan's got 1.5 million subscribers, and I'm still kind of where I was because I didn't put in the work. And so that's what I don't want for you. right? He has talent. He's a genius. So are you. He just didn't do the 5 years of work that I did. And he's someone who's actually, I think, way more charismatic than I am. And so I don't want that for you. I want you to concentrate on your effort, which will then lead to results. And I'm gonna give you a 3-step process that you can follow to help you get there. Step number 1 is flip patience and impatience. People have this really messed up view on patience and impatience. I think people are often impatient with the results. So you want the results immediately. It's human nature, you want it immediately. But you're very patient with yourself. If you look at what you're doing every day, like, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. You get an idea, yeah, I'll start Monday. I'll start next week. I'll start next year. Fresh year, start off fresh, all that, right? No, you flip it. You flip it. You flip patience and impatience. What I want you to do is have patience with the results, that the results will come. And impatience with yourself, that today matters, today. You're watching this. I don't know what time it is during the day. You're watching this. Today matters. What you create today has to mean something. Because if you approached every day with massive impatience for yourself and your effort, and you did that every day, you did the work, that you were proud of yourself for your effort, I promise you that the results are gonna come. But it will take some time to get to your big goals. You have big goals, right? You wanna do something big. You have big ambitions. You don't want just some tiny little win. Awesome, that's gonna take some time. Even if you're hustling and grinding and being proud of your effort every single day, it's gonna take some time. So patience with the results and massive impatience with yourself. Number 2 is think big and act small. This is where I think a lot of entrepreneurs get tripped up. You need to think big and act small. So you have a big vision, a big mission, something that you wanna go off and change the world. My big thinking is I wanna solve the world's biggest problem. Right? It's never gonna happen in my lifetime. And yet I wake up every day trying to tackle it. You want to have a big vision. The problem with it though, for some people, is that it means you don't start. Because to make that big vision happen, you need money, you need investors, you need camera gear, you need equipment, you need a team, you need all this stuff, right? Just keeps adding up, all the stuff you need. And then you never start. That's the problem. The reason why some dummies are winning off of your idea instead of you is because they just started. Because they acted small. So you think big, and that's the motivating dream that you're chasing down every day, and you act small. Like, what's the smallest thing that I can do today just to start building momentum? Because momentum is the thing that is missing in most businesses. You have great ideas, you're a genius, you're talented, I love what you're trying to do, it's amazing. You need momentum. Momentum. Every single day, creating a little bit more momentum to make that dream come true. Think big, act small. And number 3 is schedule for success. Look at your calendar. Success is your habits, right? You want to make sure that your actions map to your ambitions. The actions that are in your calendar, if you did those things, would help you accomplish your goals, your dreams, your ambitions. So if you're talking about building a YouTube career, amazing. Show me in your calendar where every week you're making time to make YouTube videos. If you want to be an author, awesome, I'm pumped. Show me in your time, show me in your calendar where you've blocked it out that you're going to spend time writing on your book. Most people don't do it. And then you allow all these little things, these distractions to pull you away from the thing that you want to be doing. You have to put the big things into your calendar first and block off the time and protect that time and look at it from above, and not just your business, your personal stuff too. What's a good relationship look like? What's a good health situation for yourself look like, right? Habits. Put in your calendar and then step above it and look at the week that you're about to go off and do. Look at your week ahead. If you did those things consistently, would it help you accomplish your goals? And for too many people, it's no. You're living in reaction mode to other people's emergencies, and then you never get to do the thing that you want to do. You got to defend your time. You schedule for success. So whatever your big goals are, whatever you need to concentrate on, you need to make sure you're spending an appropriate amount of time on it so that you get good at it, so you can start getting results and making the impact that you know you can make. Schedule for success.
If you want to learn how to stay present and focused, check out the video next to me. I think you're gonna enjoy. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
I'm 85% present, 15% future, and 0% past. I try to run a no emergency business, a no crisis business.